A researcher is conducting an investigation into mobile phone subscribers per 100 population. She uses the pre-release material for the large data set on countries. The researcher selects 20 countries from Europe and 20 from the Asian. State the type of sampling procedure the researcher is using, and write down one disadvantage of this sampling procedure. The researcher represents this data here, so we've got all the data statistics, and we've got a histogram here. Using the sample standard deviation, determine whether there are any outliers for this data, and describe the distribution of this data, and on the graph paper, draw a box and whisker plot for this data. Okay, so the sampling method used is just called quota sampling, where you take 20 from one, 20 from the other. One disadvantage of this is that the selection is not random and therefore can be biased. This word sort of will come up quite a lot when you talk about disadvantages, and therefore you might exclude some of the population in doing this method. Right, there's the sample statistics. An outlier, using standard deviation, you do mean plus or minus 2 times the standard deviation. So the mean we've got here to be 108.0393, and the standard deviation, we use the one that's S, is 33.5071. If you're using a different exam board, then you'd use this sigma up here, 33.08. Okay, so writing down the working, so we need to work out 108.0393 plus or minus 2 times 33.5071. So the lower bound will give me 41.3788, that's by doing the subtraction, and the upper bound will give me 175.472. So if we now look at this data here, we've got a maximum value here of 174.2, and we've got a minimum value of 14.98. Those are both within those boundaries, therefore there will be no outliers. Okay, right, as most of the values are clustered towards this end of the data, then this data is negatively skewed. Okay, we now need to draw the box and whisker plot. So to draw a box and whisker plot, we will need the min value, the max value. So let's put those on first. So using the graph paper here, so that was at, the min value is at 14.98, so I can really put it at 15. And the max is going to be 174.2, so I'll put it there. Okay, we need to know Q1, which is 91.43, that's going to be roughly about there. And Q3, which is 130.35, drawing that up into a box. You don't need to shade it, and then the missing thing we need to put on is Q2, which is the median, which is 109.5, which is roughly there. Okay, so that's the answer for the box and whisker plot. So we'll just recap. This is the min value. You don't normally write these things on the box and whisker plot. This is Q1. This is Q2, which is the median. This is Q3, and this is the max. But like I say, these things in blue here, you don't normally write on. Okay, so this has been a video to look at finding outliers and drawing box and whisker plot. Box from some summary statistics. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching. You could consider subscribing to my channel, and in the link of this video, I'll put the link to my website where you will find lots of videos to help you with A-level maths. Thank you very much for watching.